Good evening, 7:30, day 8, 24/7 glucose monitoring, real data, real screen. Today is the 14th of June 2026. Today is day 8, evening, update. Let's get the screen. So if you watched the previous video, I had my lunch here. I was ready to have some lunch. I had my lunch. It was 400 grams of Greek yogurt, a handful of blueberries, and a spoon of double chocolate, high quality, low carb protein powder. It was a treat. I crushed some nuts in it as well. Mix it well. I injected 15 minutes before of the Novo Rapid, and I had 5 minutes walk straight after. I was pretty stable for an hour, I'd say, an hour and a half, and then slowly got the spike. This is because the high fat, the high protein content, the nuts got fat protein in it, the Greek yogurt is full fat. I'm eating this way because I'm normally active, but today was a lazy day. Probably a low fat option would be a better choice, or in this case, a correction. I didn't do any correction. I was waiting for my missus, and then we had a plan to take Rocky for a walk. And I just took it lazy, to be honest with you. I felt a little bit tired, probably because the ups and downs, even though I didn't really went above range, but you know, once it's 9, once down to 4 or 5, stable for a little bit, still affects my mood. We went for a walk, that stopped the spike, and came home about half an hour, started to drop slowly, and I had to go to the shop again. It's just a corner shop here. I've been out for about 15 minutes. It's also had a bit of drop in, and I injected the pre-bolus around here, getting ready for my dinner. It was roast pork, beautiful. And about an hour later, I had 5 minutes walk after dinner. About an hour later, started to drop down. I see it's going down about halfway. I had 2 glucose tablets, and about 2 minutes later, I had another one. That's a total of 12 grams. And I had a tangerine as well, about 5 minutes after. Stopped dropping, so I didn't really hit the danger zone because I took action. The glucose tablets kicked in. Apparently, they kick in 3 minutes. But on the screen is a bit of delay. That's why I panicked. I had it before and I couldn't wait. I just more and more. So I throw like 6 or 7 tablets in. Then what happened? Stopped. Seemed stable for a few minutes and then skyrockets up to 15. So I'm not gonna make this mistake again. So 3 tablets, I decided 3 tablets will be enough, and the tangerine once the glucose tablets activated and started to work. It was shooting up, a long acting. I'm injecting at 7 o'clock at night. I give myself an hour window, so it can be from 6:30 up to 7:30, but I try to give it as close as 7, as close as possible. this is not a medical advice. So I'm not a doctor. I have no certificate. I'm not teaching anybody. I'm not saying this is the way or this is the right way. This is my way. I just document my journey. And in a minute I will tell you why I'm doing this. So I injected the long-acting one. Before the injection I had 200 grams of cottage cheese, just to make sure the night will be safe. Hopefully it will be. I can see the spike is going up. Hopefully it's not gonna go above range. If it would stay around this 8, 9 range, the Abasaglar would take it down to around 6 for the morning. I will be happy with that, but we will see. I don't know. I will take a screenshot before bed. It's still about an hour and a half before bed. I will take a screenshot and we'll bring it back in the morning just to show you how the night went. So this is where we are. Excuse me, have a bit of drink. So why I am doing this. These videos are not educational. I just record my journey. I've only been into the Type 1 game for 8.5 months. I'm 41 years old. I never had any major illness before. I had a few broken bones, but I barely seen my doctor. Just the usual once in a year, or not even once. I had a cold and then bought some lamb sleep, took it easy for a few days, and this is it. I never really had any major issues in my life. Diabetes was totally new to me, especially Type 1. I ended up in the hospital. The emergency department, I've been there for 22 hours. They put me on a ward. I've been there for another 2 days, and they prepared me for my new life and released me from the hospital. That was the 22nd of September 2025. While I was in a hospital, I don't really want to go into details. Maybe in future I will make a video on that one. But when I had a chance, I was doing my research about Type 1. I wanted to know what's going on, and to be honest with you, it was a bit terrifying. But overall, I'm grateful. I'm still consider myself very happy because I'm here, I'm breathing. So 150 years ago I would die, and no one would know why. 100 years ago, they would know back then, the doctors, but they couldn't help me because insulin was not available. They had different type of cures, like low carb diets. They took the carbs off, and they probably helped the patients for a few weeks or a few months, but they died eventually, and very poorly, and then they died. And 50 years ago, I would have a little tester for urine test and then just check the color, and I'd use the insulin dose for what I see with a big horse needle, what the patient had to sanitize at home in boiling water. Good luck. And they tested the blood glucose apparently every 3 months. They had to go to the doctors, and the machine was the size like a vending machine. So compared to this, but even 20 years ago or 20 or 30 years ago. There was no glucose monitor. That was a nightmare compared to where we are. So every night when I inject the Abasagla long-acting insulin, I'm always grateful I've got it and I can live another 24 hours. I'm also grateful for the Novo Rapid insulin as well, which just helps me with food, and I can use it for correction. I'm thankful for the glucose tablets as well. The glucose monitor is great. I can avoid hypos. I can avoid major highs or any danger zones really on time. Can set an alarm. I've also got a fridge, keeps the insulin cold. I've got fresh food. I've also got internet and AI, so I can get all the nutrition information, what I need. I've got phone, I can speak to the doctors, I can make appointment. It's so many things what, you know, I can concentrate what is missing, what is not perfect, but if I just look at the fact I'm still breathing, I'm still here, I can make a video, I can make this video vlog. I can do the things what I like to do. I can be with my family. I can go to work, I can earn some money, I can spend that money. I can work out, I can travel, and hopefully I still have a long, healthy life. I'm still going to be around for decades, that's my plan. I can see my niece and nephews to grow up. I've got no kids, but I'm grateful, and I consider myself as a lucky person. So the reason why I'm making this video series, even though I've got no views and no subscribers so far, that's not a problem. You will find it, you already have, see. This content is for Type 1 people. It's not educational, but this is just show you you're not the only one, and we all have our challenges, our ups and downs. We all struggle, we all try to figure out, and we can learn from each other. Not because I'm educating you or you educating me, not because I'm better than you or you better than me. No, I would try to stay away from this. When I came out from the hospital, I didn't know what to do. I was terrified, and I couldn't even imagine to how I gonna work out, how I gonna get my life back. Is there any chance to get and live a normal life as a Type 1 diabetic? And it took me 2 weeks to get the confidence to go back to work. I'm doing a physical job, to go back to work. And on the first day, I just had half a day. I just wanted to know the distance, how I walk. Halfway I stopped and I checked for ketones. I constantly was watching my monitor. And yeah, just a half a day, came home, and the next day I went back and I did a full shift. And 2 guys around me didn't know they were Type 1, but they came to me. Obviously they heard what happened. They came to me and they asked me what happened, so I told them, and they said they are Type 1 as well. They have it for more than 20 years, and if I have any question or anything, just come to them and they're happy to help me. And the first thing, my first thought was, if I could, just because I had a million questions, if I could see someone who lives with Type 1 diabetes in the daily life, new safety boots, rubbing your heels, how you deal with stress, Christmas dinner, holidays, watching football, stay up till, late, pretty much everything, exercise. I just wanted to see them, how they get on with their life, and not to copy them, because I don't think there's anybody out there got the blueprint for the perfect glucose manager, or if so, it's good on them. But every individual are different, and that's why we have to seek professionals, certified uh, diabetes professionals to help us, because we're individuals. But just to see somebody, because that was, for me, is like if someone live as a type 1 and live a happy whole life, then I can make it. But I had to figure it out on my own, and I can confirm I'm happy, even though I'm still learning. I've still got a summer ahead of me with hot weather. We're waiting for the hot weather, but summer, I've still got travel, still got night out. I've been eating out, but I've still got night out. So this is all coming, and I'm all gonna document it, and hopefully you, um, if you struggle or you're not confident, you might watching me and you say, I make mistakes, and I'm always stand up, I'm always dust myself, and I'm always just keep going. I'm never give up on this one. I decided when I came out from the hospital, I never go back again. And obviously, we don't know, but this is my goal, and this is what I'm aiming at. And one of the nurses, she's been around for a while because of her age, and she said she's been there for decades. She said most of the people who comes back, most of them, not all of them, but most of them, they don't look after themselves. So I memorized that. So to reduce the risk to go back to the hospital is not the place where I want to be. I have to do pretty much everything what I can do, up to my best knowledge, to keep myself in a shape as I am. I want to look good, I want to feel strong, I want to be happy, I want to enjoy life as long as I can, be around my family and friends, and just look after myself, just able to look after myself. So this is why I'm making these videos, and I'm not going to delete it. It's going to stay up. I'm not saying forever, because we don't know what is forever, but it's going to stay up as long as YouTube exists. But they don't, delete me or cancel me. It's going to stay up, and if you found this and you watch this, you're not the only one. And whatever you do, you are not alone. There are millions out there. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anyone. There are some YouTubers who makes type 1 content, and I watched a lot of their videos, and I find some very helpful and useful information about this disease, and diet and exercise and preparation and travel and stuff. The one thing that's missing is to see this average everyday life things, when you wake up, when you go to work, you exercise, when you do shopping. And I know I've only been doing these videos for 1 week, so where is the travel, where is the pizza, where is the party? They're all coming, because whatever I do, I will make 2 videos a day, one in the morning to cover the previous night and the evening, and 1 video at night to cover the day. And you will be aware, you will know what's going on and what I've done. And also is like, please subscribe or please share or please what. You know exactly if this information is useful, or if you want to send me a message, you want to comment, you will do. I also like to build a community where average people with type 1 share their informations, share their experience with each other online and YouTube. I was gonna go on live this morning, but YouTube don't let me on the phone. I need 50 subscribers for that, but I'm not gonna advertise these videos. I didn't get any family members or friends involved. Not even my missus. She knows what I'm doing and she watches my videos, but not on the channel. She doesn't even know how the channel called. So I strongly believe those people who needs me or who need this type of content, they will find me. And I know it takes time, but I've got time, so I will be around. I wish you a good night. I'm happy I could give you a bit of insight of what is the inspiration behind making these videos, and I will come back to you tomorrow for sure. And I wish you a peaceful good evening. Monday tomorrow if you're working. Wish you a good week in work. If you not, enjoy your day off. You take care of yourself and see you on the next one. I will come with the figures. Take care, bye.